If you're thinking about making a move to East Murrieta, watch this video. We're gonna get into the pros, we're gonna get into the cons, and tell you why East Murrieta would be a good fit for you, or maybe it's not the right place. So check out the video. Hey guys, hey, my name is Justin Short. Hey, I'm a realtor and team leader here at the Short Real Estate team at Signature Real Estate Group here in Murrieta, California. So we're creating these videos for you guys once per week, hopefully giving you some good perspective here on the Murrieta, Temecula, Menifee Valley, tell you hopefully what it's really like to live here. I've lived here over 20 years, hopefully give you some good information that help you, make the right decision if you're thinking about making a move this way. So first, if you are liking the content, please go ahead and hit like, please go ahead and hit subscribe. Like I said, we are keeping the videos coming once per week, and if you're subscribed, we'll make sure you're gonna keep getting notified and make sure you can stay on top of all the info. So also, if you have any questions for me, please go ahead and reach out. I've had a lot of people reach out lately. I mean, more than happy to help. I'd love helping people. I've had people reach out to look at homes, to sell homes, that are thinking about making a move to the area, just kind of curious about the general area, needs a referral to a lender or something else local. So please go ahead and reach out anytime. You can call, text, email. You're going to see my information here at the end of the video. And like I said, hopefully be able to talk to more of you guys soon. So we'll get into all the info. So East Murrieta, basically, hopefully kind of give you a little bit of a lay of the land. So city of Murrieta is really divided up in a west, central, and an east section. So West Murrieta is really the west of the 15 freeway. So that's West Murrieta, west of the 15 freeway. 15 freeway, it runs north and south. Then you have Central Murrieta, which is kind of between the 15 and the 215. I'm kind of barely holding my papers here, but between the 15 and the 215, kind of there in the central. And then you have East Murrieta, which is east of the 215 freeway. So that's the area of East Murrieta, just to kind of hopefully give you a good lay of the land. All right, so we're gonna go over the pros to East Murrieta. So I actually live here in East Murrieta, so hopefully I'll be able to give you some good perspective on what it's like to actually live there. And then we'll go over some cons as well. So some of the pros to East Murrieta, so it's very close to the city of Temecula. So it's really, most of East Murrieta is kind of off Winchester Road. So what's nice about that is Winchester Road, basically it borders up to the city of Temecula, which means it borders up to a lot of different businesses. So like I mentioned in some of the other videos, but city of Temecula has a little bit more industry, right? There's more shopping, more malls, maybe a little bit more nightlife, more restaurants, things like that. So because you're in East Murrieta, you're very close. It's probably 6-7 minutes. Like the mall's probably 7 minutes from my house. So that's an advantage, kind of being more on the East Murrieta side, kind of being over in that direction. And so that kind of ties into the next pro, which is a lot of East Murrieta is actually in the Temecula school district. So like where I'm at, I'm actually, my home is zoned, it's Murrieta mailing address, Murrieta postal, but I'm actually in the Temecula School District. So the pro to that is all the schools in Temecula are rated super, super high. All the Murrieta schools are rated well as well. Temecula tends to be just a little bit higher for the most part across the board. So being a part of the Temecula School District is definitely going to be a pro for a lot of people. Another thing is that you are also very close to two freeways. So you're very close to the 215 freeway and you're very close to the 15 freeway. So depending on where you're headed, if you're going south, it's a little bit quicker, right? Because the two freeways end up interconnecting, or if you're going north, it's kind of nice to be able to take either freeway, the 215 or the 15, depending exactly where you're going. So that's going to be a pro for a lot of people as well. Also, I'd say the last pro that I want to mention is there's a lot of neighborhoods that have no HOAs. So Murrieta does have a lot of neighborhoods that have HOAs. Most of them are not too expensive, but East Murrieta tends to have a lot with no HOA. So that's going to be a big pro for people. Some people don't want the rules and the regulations or the fee. Most of them aren't too expensive, but some people just don't want to deal with it. So that's going to be a big thing as well. And then with that, the other thing to mention is they also tend to be larger homes. So Central Murrieta is another area of town that has a lot of no HOA communities. So does East Murrieta, but East Murrieta tends to have larger homes. So a little bit bigger homes than what Central Murrieta is going to offer. So that's going to be a pro if you don't want that HOA and stick with those larger homes. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about some of the cons. So some of the cons to East Murrieta is honestly, it can feel a little bit detached from the other parts of town. So because you're over on the east side, right, to get to other parts of Murrieta, you really have to go down some of the main roads. That's either going to be like Murrieta Hot Springs or Clinton Keith Road. Those are really pretty heavily trafficked roads. So it can feel like even if you're just going somewhere in town, it may take 20 minutes to get to the other side of town. So like that's actually for me where I'm at to where my previous office was. It was about a 20-minute commute. But I was basically all the way from the east side all the way over to the west side. So that can be a con for people. They feel like it's a little detached. Again, the flip side of that is you're very close to Temecula, so there's some more businesses and stuff there too. So kind of tying into the same thing is because it's detached, especially going on Murrieta Hot Springs, a lot of people like to stay off that road because there is so much traffic. So really throughout the day, it can be pretty bumper to bumper. There's a lot of stoplights, it's a main roads, there's a lot of cars going down, and a lot of people don't like dealing with that. So that kind of finishes up the cons. You know, hopefully that helps. It gives you, pretty good list as far as the pros and cons to the area. Like I mentioned, I live in East Murrieta. I think it's a great part of town. Tends to be a little bit less expensive as well than some of the other sides. So that can definitely be a pro. If you guys have any other questions about East Murrieta, any other part of Murrieta, or really just part of the valley here, you can feel free to reach out anytime. Please, like I said, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, go ahead and hit the like button, and feel free to call, text, email me. So hopefully it's helpful, and talk to you guys soon.